Well, what can I do for you, boss?
Do you know a woman named Brenda Castle?
Don't think so.
Oh, come on. The fence you sell stolen art objects to ought to be somewhat memorable. Or are there so many of them you can't tell one from another?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Tibetan horn, the Mongol saddlebag, and the Chinese bracelet? You took them. You sold them to this woman. And then she sold you to me.
You don't have a bloody clue, do you? A few objets d'art gone missing are the least of your worries.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? You know there's something going on, don't you? Something big and mean. You just don't know what.
And you do.
I got the whole picture, don't I? And you're the center of attraction, mate. The bowl of fruit, the naked lady on the peach divan. I look at you, I see a portrait of a man on the last gallows step. And you're worried about saddlebags?
What do you want?
The skin's so soft under there, like a nice custard almost. What do I want? I want you off my case, mate. I want you to forget you ever heard the name of Brenda Castle, and I want money, lots of it, now.
And you'll help me.
I'll think about it. I admit I'm a pretty mercenary creature at heart. Given enough incentive to help you, and I will.
There's something going on in my museum. And I think you know what it is.
You're talking about the pieces that disappeared?
No. You advised the Century Museum Board of Governors when they originally purchased this building from the Coppersmith estate, didn't you?
Yes.
In fact, you were the initial contact with the Coppersmith trustees.
Well,
In fact, you're related to the Coppersmiths. Your branch of the family having changed its name to Cooper in the 70s after some dispute. Don't try to deny it. It's a matter of public record.
the dispute was that my father was disinherited and me along with him. I practically grew up in this building, and we were kicked out into the cold.
Because your father embezzled money from the family business.
He made some mistakes. All that money
Was too much of a temptation. Yes, a flaw that seems to run in the family.
What does this have to do with something going on now?
Expensive renovations I was never informed about. Renovations that were paid for with my money. Authorized by you to a basement I never knew existed. What are you doing, Jordan? Putting in condos for a little extra cash? Where's the entrance, Jordan? I haven't seen any new doors out in the hall.
I can't tell you.
The name of the firm you imported from upstate to do the renovating is on this work order. There'll be a blueprint. I'll find out easily enough on my own.
Look, you have to
If
understand.
I were you, Jordan, I wouldn't waste time pleading. I'd try to think up a few good excuses for all my money you spent.
If you can just give me a
Get
few...
out of my sight.
me the locks couldn't be tampered with like that. They had built-in fail-safes.
Not against magic.
Whose magic? This spirit Nick says showed up.
Yes. But those locked doors were nothing more than a nuisance. I mean, why expend all the energy? We're still on schedule.
What about Nick?
He's a problem.
He's too unpredictable. This clairvoyance of his. Laurie's wrong. We can't use it to control him.
But we need him.
Not all the way we don't.
I've always liked ambitious men. They're so sensible about things.
She's playing with your mind. You probably figured that out already, I expect. Chemical additives the FDA would not approve of. And the magic, of course. But in spite of that, somehow you're on the right track. And don't get distracted. Don't buy into her fantasy any more than it takes to get through and then go on. I know I haven't been much help. But that's gonna change right now. Right now, I start helping you fight back.
Late 1800s by Edgar Degas. Oh.
Leave her alone!
Stay out of this, Nick.
Nick.
I said leave her alone! Leave her alone! Leave her alone!